because there wasn't those that were colonized other people. Those times, at that time, when people go and attack other people, those people probably have not necessarily done anything. Just because the other party is interested in something or wants to enslave or some kind of, they just take upon themselves, they have the ability to do that, and they will attack the other and take control of the other. People were just taking over people's life for no apparent reason. Because what all the colonial powers, what reason did they have except to look for, was it looking for greener pastures? No, by exploitation reasons. What reason would the businessmen of that ancestors of today's West world and all that, were they doing to sort of plunder or attack a country or an ethnic group, or sort of put other people into that kind of state? What were they looking for except exploitation? What else? The land is right there. If we can get some things here, we go there and look for. We're sort of exploring the whole world to see what it is, And what they did is as a result of all that. Now, we can retrieve or change anything of the past. Will they acknowledge that maybe in some of the rules and regulations they set for themselves, if you come in and you settle, the rules and regulations will benefit you? But if not, even if it benefits you, there will be some undermining to make sure that it does not, you don't really take the benefit of it based on it wasn't set meant for you, but you became part of it and all that. And the guilt sometimes stands in the way, which makes it a bit flexible for you to be able to get settlement or to be a part here and really end something that will make you live or survive. Because the past is damaged, the image is damaged. There isn't nothing there to grab on, or to blend or to use as a means to sort of compete with your former colonial power or anything of that sort, or his former master or whichever. There's nothing like that. It's sad, but that's the situation, that's the reality of it. If you're lucky enough to meet not necessarily everybody of that nature, there's some white people who don't even agree to these things, who have very good, nice way of reaching out to people. They're very, even in the demonstrations of that time, when you look at it, the 60s with Martin Luther King, you can see white people, real white people backing it, being in the demonstration. Some probably were in there for secretive reasons to get information on that, but some were honestly in for a good reason, helping out. So like a fair demonstration for all humanity to have an equal right in life. So I'm not saying that there are white people, but everybody or every Western person is angry or doesn't like that, no. But that's how it is. Even among the West, Hitler time, there are these people who were striking the Jewish people, and all that which has gone on there. There's so many unnecessary, plunder and things that has gone on in life that if you take into account, people can be the reason why there's the things that we experience now is. But in that regard, let's say that I just chipped that in to sort of, make a point. But basically, in me personally, and the experience I've gone through, I sort of related to see if I was to die now, or say fall off or sick or anything serious, I link it to the issue in the church, or the church I went to, Calvary Chapel, Westminster Church, as being a place where it was possible that it has a lot to do with it. You can always link something to something as long as you went through an experience, just like my own cultural background or anybody's cultural background. America can link issues of this thing to the British as they colonized them. British can also, if British was colonized by anybody at all, then they can also link it that way to see that it does not necessarily it's reconciliation. It's trying to blend. It's trying to prove that, hey, the past, we've forgotten that whatever we have now, we all have to believe together and have it and share it. I mean, we live in a life where somebody's riches is almost the same as the number of people that live on this planet. And if he was supposed to have 1 billion people in the world and he has 1 billion money, and he shares 1 million each to everybody, we all live a very peaceful life. But who is willing or who's going to do that? He wants to sit back and sign his check of a 2 billion or 1 billion to enjoy all the facilities he want to enjoy that he can't even enjoy it all, rather than with his riches, which amounts to the same number of people in the world, that is equivalently 1 million to one person. He has got such amount in his coffers, and he could even give, but he won't do that. I mean, one having £1 million or whatever in your, I can live a very good life. I can live a very good life on my own for the rest of my life. 10 minutes around, engage in business or do whatever it is in a small way, gradually, and have life, a very decent life all through. Somebody has it in multiples compared to the number of people in life. If there's 3 billion people, somebody is rich 3 billion. So to just have a gist of it, that's these are the things that I will just point out. So as things can be related to things, and I also want to relate this to that and blame that my life is not as good, only for that reason. That it's possible that these are the reason why these things happen to me, and it's the source that I could point to, no other source. And if I lived on, anytime I lived on every day, I know that I've lived on, that's it. But I really don't see the brighter future that I used to have, the confidence, the dream, the visions, the let's say those aspirations I had before. It's not as I used to have them. They are not more as like this, because that solid hope that I want to step into is really gone. It's not something I can think. I'm not living thinking I'm going to have it, I'm going to achieve it. No. But if it happens, yes, good. I'm doing every effort myself, my own way. So just this is just a gist of to add up to whatever it is that my personal account has been. I share this with you that I might not know, or I may know. I shared it with you, and if it has to be remembered for that, so be it. But I have shared it with you, and I might not really